Hi, church family. I'm almost to the office this morning. Wanted to utilize this opportunity to connect. Certainly, with us not having any gatherings at this time, we want to do all that we can to stay in one another's lives. And certainly, I can't wait until we can all be together again, hopefully soon. But certainly, we're taking every precaution, not out of fear, but out of love, because we want everyone to stay healthy and stay well. Wanted to mention a few things. I do have a meeting this morning with a group that's been doing a wonderful ministry for the last 9 years, and they're looking for a way to partner with us at West Orange and be on our campus, and ways for us to be involved with them. And if that materializes like it looks that it will, then I'll be sharing about that soon. Also, some of our ministry team and one of our servant leaders, we're going to be getting together here at 10:30 to work on some video things for the next week or two, so that again we can stay in as much communication with our church family as possible. And some of the material we're working on is very serious, and some of it is humorous, as you can imagine. But wanted to say that the plan this Sunday for the virtual lesson will be to pick back up in our series on having a magnanimous spirit and a magnanimous faith with our olive tree series in Psalm 52 and verse 8, and how that David, even though he was displaced and not able to be in the house of God, that he said he was flourishing. And we started this series with Jesus there in the Mount of Olives, there the Garden of Gethsemane, and the intensity that he was feeling and how he prayed for God's will. And we brought out three truths and spiritual applications from the olive tree, one of which was that it takes the harsh winds and not just the easy winds for the tree to actually survive. And then another point we brought out was how the most precious commodity of the olive is actually the olive oil, and how the olive has to be pressed in order for that oil to come out. And certainly we may feel like we're being pressed right now ourselves, and certainly the Word of God is relevant all the time, and this series definitely is for the circumstances that we find ourselves in and some of the challenges that we're facing. But I want to finish this video with an illustration and food for thought, and that is, I want you to imagine that I had a cup of coffee in my hand, and that someone came up and bumped into me and the coffee spilled. And if we were to ask the question, well, what caused my coffee to spill out? The first response would probably be, well, because someone bumped into me. But a second look, we might think of it from a different angle, that the reason that coffee spilled is because coffee is what was in my cup. In other words, if tea were in my cup, if water were in my cup, then that's what would have come out. So at the times where we get bumped into, I want us to think about what is in our cup. And hopefully for us today, with the things that we're dealing with, what is spilling out of our cup is peace and gratitude and love and kindness and faith. So I want to encourage everyone to keep smiling, to keep magnifying the Lord, to keep living in victory. And I can't wait until we can all be together again soon to worship God in unison. I love everyone. Take care.